Sean back here for the Dad channel. Today we're going to do homemade chili. Simple ingredients: cayenne pepper, paprika, chili powder, barley, kidney beans, pinto beans, diced tomatoes with green chilies, diced tomato, chili beans, 2 red onions, and a head of garlic, and your 2 pounds of ground sirloin beef. Crock pot, saute pan, cutting board of course, and your sharp knife. We're going to go over step by step how to complete this task. Alright, this is your red onion right here, and this is your sharp knife. I'm going to show you how to dice this red onion right here. Go ahead and there's your core right there. If you get into that first, it'll make it really bitter, the whole onion. So you want to take the top off here. You got the top there. You got a nice flat surface here right down the cutting board. Go ahead and take the onion in half. Peel that top part off there. And you got your whole onion right there. Okay, and take your hand flat on the onion right here, like that. And go ahead and come down. Get your first slice on the bottom. Go in the middle. One more on the top. One more. Okay. Now you're going to go ahead and cut. Okay. So you have all that going on there. Go ahead and cut down here. And as you can see, you have your nice diced red onion. All the same size. It's going to saute well together. Then we're going to go ahead and do the other half of this onion same way. Hand flat. I'm going to go ahead and give it 4 slices throughout the onion. And then you got your dice. There you go, you got your nice red onion dice. Alright, next go ahead and move this out of the way. I'm going to show you how to do the garlic. Right there. Go ahead and cut the top off the onion for the garlic. Go ahead and pull a clove off. And as you can see, it has a few layers of skin on there. Go ahead and peel all that off. Now you have exposed your garlic head. Go ahead and take the knife, flat right on top of the garlic head, and then press down. Smash the garlic head. Go ahead and give it a little smear, and then go ahead and dice. Now you have exposed the garlic supreme. And that's great for sauteing. It's going to add good flavor to your chili. When we get to the sauteing part here, we have our saute pan. It's already been preheated. Go ahead and take a little bit of olive oil. Probably going to do about a tablespoon and a half. Go ahead and kick up the heat just a little bit to a 2. And go ahead and add your onion and garlic mix. And as you can hear, that right temperature of the saute pan, you have a nice sizzle. It's not burning at this point. And the flavor and the aromas are coming up out of those onion and garlic. And it's exactly what you want to flavor your chili. It's a good base. And then we'll get to the beef. Back here for the ground beef part. Now that our onions and garlic have been sauteing in olive oil, you're going to go ahead and grab your ground sirloin beef, your 2 pounds. Go ahead and grab that. Disperse that in the pan. Go ahead and give it a little smash down. And we're going to simmer that. We're going to break it up a little bit with the rubber spatula. Don't want to scratch the pan with a pair of tongs right now. And then after about 4 or 5 minutes, that ground beef will be ready, and I'll show you the next step. Alright, back here we have started to turn color with our ground beef, which is a good thing. Go ahead and keep moving it around. You want to make sure that all the beef has been cooked, because when we get later on we're going to drain the grease. You don't want the grease inside the chili. You know, it tastes a little funky and it might upset your stomach just a little bit. Alright, now let's go over a quick seasoning real quick. You have cayenne pepper, which, if you all know, is very spicy at some times. We'll go ahead, give it a couple taps. Just about that amount right there goes a long way. You know, that right there could season 2 pounds of beef, which that's what we want. Then you have your paprika, which is more mild, but has a bolder flavor. We're gonna go ahead and give this 2 full tablespoons of paprika. Now, chili powder, we're gonna go real generous on this because this is pretty much your base flavor of the chili, is the chili powder. So, like I said, just go ahead and be generous with the chili powder. We're gonna definitely add more of this in later. Okay, now those are your basic seasonings for chili. Real easy, real simple, real cheap. It's good to go. Don't buy a packet. Let's do this just all original. We don't need anybody's help. We know what we're doing here. This is going to be great. Okay. All right. Now that our beef, as you can see here, it has totally changed color. And we are there. We have some grease in here. We're going to go ahead and deal with that here in a minute. Our seasoning has been added. This has been sauteing for almost 10 minutes on a level 4 heat. Don't get it too hot. Don't get it too cool. Like I said, a 4 on a gas oven is perfect. And then I'm going to show you how to clean your beans and drain the grease, and we'll be ready for the crock pot. You want to take your kidney beans. We have opened the can, and as you can see that residue in there, you don't want that in your chili. So you're going to go ahead and have your colander here. Go ahead and strain that. You're definitely going to do this with all of your beans. Give it a quick rinse. And as you can see, the residue will come off those beans. And now you have a nice clean kidney bean right there. And then we're going to go ahead and do that with the rest of them. Go ahead and take the pinto bean and do the same. Open the can. And as you can see, that texture on those beans right there, definitely don't want that in your chili. Give it a quick rinse. Now you can see you have a nice clean bean right there. Go ahead and add that to that. And repeat the process throughout all the cans, kidney beans. And give it a quick rinse. Nothing special, but you have a nice clean bean. And that's a great base for the chili as well. And that's going to give our chili some continuity and a nice base, like I said. All right, now we're going to go ahead and drain the beef. What we want to do, though, is keep the grease. Do not put that down your sink, because people may be mad at you. So I'm going to go ahead and go over that right now. Now we have our ground beef, onion, and garlic mix with all our seasonings in here, as you can see here. Go ahead and put it over top here with the glass bowl at the bottom so you can catch the grease. And as you can see, that grease comes out of there. Like I said, you don't want that in your chili. Go ahead and put that in your crock pot. Okay, now you have your ground beef in there in your crock pot. Nice, ready to go. Here's the grease that came out of that. Definitely don't want that yet. Okay, now the next step, you got your crock pot right here. This is 4.5 quarts right here. Plenty of chili to hold inside there. Go ahead and fit that in there. You got that. Now you have your selection here. You have a 4-hour, 6-hour, 8-hour, and a 10-hour. Go ahead and hit select. Go to your 10-hour. And that'll be a perfect amount for when you wake up in the morning. This will be good to go. 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Cook as long as you want. You can even put it on warm. And then we're going to go ahead and add our ingredients inside the crock pot. Just go ahead and throw it all in. And as you can see, we're going to go ahead and do that now with our rinsed beans. Save a little bit for when it cooks down. We'll add more later. You got your diced tomatoes with green chilies. There's a sauce in there, but that's okay to have that in your chili. Right in there. You got your chili beans. You want the sauce from the chili beans because that has more flavor than the other pinto beans do and the kidney beans. And we're going to need that flavor for the chili. Diced tomato. Right in there. Now as you can see, yeah, it looks full now, but we're going to cook her down a little bit and then we'll get together then and show you the process. Go ahead and close the lid, and like I said, we're on 10-hour, marked right here. Let it simmer, don't bother it, we'll get back to it later. Alright, Sean here for the Dad channel. Today we're going to go over cornbread. Now we have your little pan here. You have your Kerrygold butter. Now if you don't have pan spray, go ahead and use your Kerrygold. Go ahead and line that pan. Room temperature butter. Go ahead and dab it. Okay, and you got a nice little layer on there. Go ahead and take your spatula. Smear that Kerrygold all around that pan. Be generous. It's only going to help you out. Get a nice crust on that bottom of that cornbread. Alright, now you can see that's all layered like that. Real nice. Alright. Now, got your butter in there. We're going to need 3 tablespoons of more butter, which is right here, into your mixing bowl. Okay, we got that. Now you're going to need 2 cups of cornmeal. Got your cup right here. Go ahead and reach into your bag. Get it nice and lined up there. Evenly. That's 1 cup. Right into your mixing bowl. Shave the top. Nice and even. 1 cup. Alright, next we're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar. Go ahead and take your tablespoon. Grab that. Right into the mixing bowl. Now you got your 2 tablespoons of sugar. Next step, go ahead and add your liquid, which is 1.5 cups of milk. Once again, you have your cup right here, measuring cup. Go ahead and fill that up. That's 1 cup. And now you have your 1/2 cup measuring cup right into the mixing bowl. And your egg, little tip here, go ahead and crack that into another pan here. You got your whisk. You got your egg. Go ahead and beat the egg. Now what this does, it'll fluffen up your cornmeal, won't make it so dense, and sink a little bit. So go ahead and right into the mix. Now we're ready to go ahead and mix these ingredients together with the whisk. Make sure you get all the corners. Make sure you get all that butter in there. And now that you have that right there, and now we have our cornbread mix. Right there. Not too runny, not too clumpy, not too thick. And now we're going to go ahead and add this into our greased up pan that has been with the Kerrygold butter. Now this is just your basic cornmeal dish. Go ahead in there. Once again, grab your spatula. Go ahead and even it out. Now that's all even. See what we got here? Now this is ready for the oven. Okay, go ahead. All right. Another part, we have a jalapeno here. We're going to go ahead and do another part of the cornbread with corn and jalapeno. First I'm going to show you how to dice up this jalapeno here. You're going to go ahead and take it by the top, rim the top, and go ahead and pull that out. Got that right there? Go ahead and slice just a quarter of that skin so you can expose all the insides. Go ahead and peel that out. You don't want that in there. No seeds. And you got that right there. Go ahead and flatten it down. Now you got a bunch of lines there. Go ahead and dice. Now you got your diced jalapeno right there. All the same size. We're not going to saute it. It's going to go right inside the cornmeal mix. So if you want to go ahead and take that right into the mix. We already went over the mix. Go ahead and do the next jalapeno. Go ahead and get those seeds out of there. Flatten out the jalapenos best as you can. There you go, right inside the mix. And we have your corn here that we have rinsed right inside the mix. Go ahead and stir that up. And now you've got something that looks like that. Okay? We have our other greased pan with our Kerrygold Irish butter. Go ahead and dump it in there. Spatula. Flatten it out. Now you've got your cornmeal mix ready to go for the oven that we have preheated at 425. And we're going to go ahead and go right in there. All right, Sean back here. We have our cornbread. It has been 25 minutes at 425 degrees in our oven. And as you can see, we have a nice firm right in the middle. Nice and firm. And what we have done is go ahead and layer it up with your Kerrygold butter. Go ahead and line them both up. And that's a wrap on the cornbread. And enjoy your chili and cornbread. Alright, Sean back here for the Dad channel. Our final step for the chili. Our timer is still on 10 hour. We're going to go ahead and give it a stir We have been in there for 1 hour. Go ahead and open it. See, we're very full right now. Go ahead and dig all the way to the bottom. Slowly bring the bottom to the top. We're going to go ahead and rotate the chili. Incorporate those flavors. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add some more chili powder. And you can be generous with the chili powder. It's a good spice. The cayenne, you definitely need to watch that. We already applied that to the beef as before. We're going to go ahead and give it a couple taps. Just like that. Paprika. Be generous. Let that sit. Close the lid. So in about 2 hours, come back and repeat the process of bringing the bottom of the chili to the top. So every 2 hours, go ahead and do that, and great product.